the RPG Maker General Podcast, or the RPGMGP. Remix! Or is it a reboot? What's Hollywood doing these days? We should copy them.
The way I'm predicting this is like, we each have like this one thing we're really excited to talk about, and we're just all gonna like shut each other out.
Yeah, basically.
If I'm gonna guess correctly, Cody's gonna talk about Final Fantasy Legends.
No.
No!
About what we're playing, right?
Oh yeah, okay. I guess there wasn't a recent one, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, no, but I will find a way to loop it back to that, I'm sure.
God damn it.
And this game
yes, of course.
is wholly and completely inferior to Final Fantasy Legend 2, a 25-year-old game.
Yes, this game that is not even the same genre.
Yeah, and it's called Dragon Quest.
Yeah. Like, this NBA 2K18 is completely inferior to Final Fantasy Legend.
I cannot cast Fireball.
How else are you supposed to defeat Braun?
I cannot cast Nuke, minus 20 out of 10.
Right? You can't even give LeBron a spell book. Like, what the hell?
Ugh. And there's the team, the Magic, really? They're not even wizards.
Yeah, how can you have a team called the Wizards and a team called the Magic, and neither one is capable of even a simple frost spell? Like, come on, guys.
Anyway, we should
probably
get started.
I have missed doing this kind of thing.
A 1 and a 2 and a welcome everyone to a special edition of what I would call the RPGMG podcast, because we're going back to our roots, just shooting the breeze about stuff. We've all been kind of busy, we've all been playing lots of games, and we wanted to meme it up for a bit, so we hope you enjoy us just talk about what we've been playing recently.
Fair enough.
Oh yes, by the way, I forgot to introduce everybody. Here's Adam.
Hi, everyone who can't see me.
Yes, right here next to me in person. Hi.
Hi.
And also Blue Sky Robyn, as per usual.
Hello, I'm even less seen than the other two, because because I do not have anyone next to me.
Hey, I can't see you, but I see you, okay? Do you understand?
Alright.
I see you, boo.
We feel you, buddy.
Yes, this is some Avatar The Last Airbender shit, huh? Oh wait, wrong Airbender. I mean, wrong Avatar. Damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Alright,
so Robyn, what you been playing lately?
I've been playing a kind of a niche game. It's kind of not that popular, but it is really brain twistery. So I'm really into it. So you may have already heard me talk about it
Mystery
before
of the
this
Druids?
podcast, yeah? So, no, the other thing. Disgaea 5, actually.
okay. When you were saying it's a real niche game and it's a brain twister, I thought you were going to say, yeah, I've been playing Fortnite. So, what is it about this game that made you start playing it recently?
Recently, try 200 hours. Oh boy. You guys are familiar with Final Fantasy Tactics, right?
Yes.
I've only mentioned it every single podcast over the past 3 years.
Well,
and he only talks about it every single day that I ever talk to him.
This is, I mean, come on, guys. This is just for context for the listeners. So I would compare Final Fantasy Tactics to Disgaea is like comparing Dungeons and Dragons with Pathfinder.
Okay.
If you're familiar with that. There's a lot more numbers involved. You can still kind of get through the main storyline with just the bare minimum amount of knowing what you're doing. Lots of levels are good. Let's do that.
Leveling up good,
like you can,
dying bad.
Yeah. But like, there's just so many other systems and things you can toy around with that it's really engrossing. For example, let's say you have your super main character or whatever, the main character, right? You don't have to play the main character. The game will not force you to use the main character if you do not like him. He kind of looks like Sasuke, so maybe you don't like him because of that.
I can think of at least one Final Fantasy game that would be greatly improved with this ability.
Yes.
No, not even him. I'm talking about... I want to be a sky pirate!
Let's play Final Fantasy XIV starring a Moogle. If you want to play as the weakest monster unit, you can just do that. You can have your whole army as that. Or maids. Maids are good. They're apparently really cool.
Is maid treated as like a race or a class? Can you have a maid mage
Okay.
and a maid warrior, or is maid like the class that anyone can change into?
You're either a humanoid or a monster. And the monsters, like, they can't use all the cool human weapons. The humans are like, they can use guns, bows and arrows, swords, that kind of thing. For the maid, their specialty is healing items. I mean, or like any items, actually. Because, like, they also have, like, the attack items. The twist they have here is, like, but using items suck. Well, if you're a maid, you can use one item for free per turn. So, like, it doesn't spend your turn to use an item once. So if you want to use 2 items in one turn, you can just send one maid to do it for you.
It's usually people's logic when it comes to maids. Just send the maid to do it for you.
I mean, okay. The maid also has support skills. Like, they have a skill that will increase the effectivity of other skills of the target. The other skill they have is usually afternoon tea, which is absurdly broken, by the way, for a class that you start with. Imagine this. You have your super powerhouse. They used up their turn, but there's still enemies around. Your maid walks up to you, gives you this tea. You can do another action.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so it's like
it's
the dancer in Fire Emblem where you get another turn.
Yep, pretty much exactly that. And they just get better as they get more maid levels, class levels, actually. They'll eventually just get cannons for arms and be able to chuck items even further beyond.
T-shirt cannon!
Yep. And that's just the maid class. There's a bunch of classes in the game.
So is Disgaea kind of been the main thing you've been playing? I mean, at 200 hours, I'm assuming so.
Pretty much, man. The story is pretty good for my standards. I mean, like, it starts off pretty silly, kind of, oh no, a big demon war, and then Sasuke, the main protagonist, comes in, and he does the thing.
Sosuke Bosuke.
But it turns out he's not actually a Sasuke. He's actually a recovering edgelord. He used to be an edgelord, but now he's grown out of it.
The darkness no longer fills my soul. I'm trying to fill it with something else, like Diet Coke.
Oh my god, this man is an edgelord. We need to help him. Get 25 cc's of Mr. Rogers, stat!
If only I could explain. The story's great. The gameplay is even more spectacular than the story.
Yeah, I've never had any serious interest in Disgaea because, I don't know, looking at the art style and hearing all the, like, masochistic things about the game, I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. You guys have fun.
I mean,
Yeah.
all right. Here's the deal about the game. Cody, you had this with Sojourner, where you're level 1, and you're getting the shit kicked out of you by the monsters outside the town.
Yep.
So, after every fight, you have to go back into your base and heal. This guy is like that, but all the time.
Okay.
And that's a game loop some people enjoy, but yeah, we're good.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we have other games to talk about, and as much as we want to keep hearing about Disgaea, some of us have shit to do.
All right.
Alright. I've been playing a couple games recently. I'm kind of going in order of which ones I've been playing the most. The first one is one that I just started playing yesterday after kind of a long hiatus, but I've decided to pick up a Total War Warhammer again. This time playing as the Empire, as they say it, which has been interesting. The Empire is kind of one of the factions like, oh yeah, the Empire is cool, I'll play them one of these days. You know, before that I played Bretonnia, and then the Dwarves, and then the Vampire Counts, and I'm like, okay, fine, now I'll finally get to play the Empire. And then if I ever feel like getting the sequel, really I just want the Tomb Kings, because they're the only New World faction that I actually give a shit about. But, playing as the Empire is fun because they're certainly a unique faction, being one of the only 2 human factions in the game other than Bretonnia. Their artillery is disgusting. Between them and the dwarves, that's like the scariest artillery in the game. So if you're facing the Empire and you're on like a perfectly flat area, oh, Neptune. Other thing that the Empire has really good, it has some really awesome, unique, interesting cavalry, specifically the Demigryph Knights, which are basically knights, but they ride griffins with no wings. So when you send them charging, they send people flying in every direction, and also sometimes in pieces. The other big advantage that the Empire gets is that they have access to every single school of magic in the game. So you can get a wizard of basically any flavor you want. Are you fighting an enemy that has big horde units or is weak to fire? Get a fire mage. Are you fighting an enemy and you want to like be able to last for a really long time and not break? Get a life wizard. You know, are you fighting big, heavy, strong units and you want to be able to do a lot of damage to them very, very quickly? Get a beast wizard. You're stuck with choices.
If you're having erectile dysfunction, dick wizard.
That's a magical world, Cody. But, so, been playing that. The other game that this one I've been playing a lot, and I'm actually getting pretty close to at least finishing the main story for, is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, because...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, recently, I mean, last October, I went to Witcher school in Poland, and The Witcher 3 is a game that I haven't been playing recently, but I've been playing a lot of, for sure.
Oh, cool. Where's your Witcher diploma?
Well, I have the medallion at home, and I have the tattoo on my chest. Literally. That's not a euphemism. Okay. One of my sisters from Witcher school was in Norway, and she got to do a thing where she basically stayed on, like, a wooden sail ship, like, of the time period, you know, for piracy, and she stayed there for, like, 2 weeks. Like, she did watch duty, and they all got costumes, like, wow, that actually looks amazing. Great, now I get to go be a pirate. And that's what I did. And Assassin's Creed, I really like Assassin's Creed, but Black Flag's been one of those games that really kind of, like, you know, messes with my brain. Because it's like this. As a pirate game, it's awesome. Like, it is so good to just go around the seas.
Definitely what I heard about it. Yeah,
it's just so much fun to go on the seas and jump on the decks of ships with your guns and go bibbity boppity gimme all your property. And
indeed, man.
I mean, of course, if you're not saying that, that's like half the fun. So yeah, it's fun doing pirate stuff, but as an Assassin's Creed game, it's just, I can't get behind it because the Assassin's Creed stuff in this game is just really, really boring, and I hate the main character. I just want to punch him in the face. I know everyone would say, oh, I love Edward Kenway. Edward Kenway's the best main character. I'm like, no. Shut up. He's not. Connor's the best.
So Black Flag was basically a stealth pilot for a better game.
Yeah, and it might actually be that, because Ubisoft, when I said that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a better pirate game than an Assassin's Creed game, Ubisoft heard me, because I'm still waiting for Skull and Bones to come out, which is basically just the ship-to-ship combat from Black Flag, but multiplayer, and like open world multiplayer. Like, ooh, I'm down for that.
Nice.
So I'm waiting for that to come out, although they didn't say anything about it at E3 this year, so... But, and finally, the last big game that I've been playing, the big announcement, you know, in my gaming life is that earlier this month, I finally finished Breath of the Wild.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I thought I was the last guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not going to 100% the game because I have a life and stuff.
I got as far as I could, but fuck the Korok seeds, man.
Yeah,
fuck that.
Why? No, all I did was I did the main quest, I did all the Divine Beasts, I did enough trials to get the Master Sword, I did the DLC, and got the motorcycle, and I beat Ganon. And I have to say, after hyping it up so much, and especially after getting all the Divine Beasts, Ganon was really, really easy. Especially Part 2. Because Part 1 Ganon is like, he's easy, but I'm like, oh no, this is okay, this is fine still. And it's a little tricky where the game doesn't actually tell you, but for the second half of his fight, the only way to hurt him is to deflect his blasts at him with your shield. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, thanks for not telling me that, dick, but, I mean, I figured it out. Part 2 is so easy. You have, like, Zelda's like, oh, here, by the way, have the light bow. It's the only thing that can hurt Ganon. Like, excuse me, I thought the Master Sword was the only thing that could hurt Ganon. What's this about the light bow?
The Master Sword can't reach!
Yeah.
Fuck! Just throw it at you.
Yeah. Oh, and I also did all the memories, so I got the good ending, so I feel like I've beaten the game to the point where I'm like, I'm good now.
Now we gotta play through the game just going straight to the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta try with that one.
Getting to Ganon was way harder than actually fighting Ganon.
If you don't have a horse, yeah, I guess.
This fight with Ganon, this is not, I mean, it's, the first part was okay, the second part was not that good. Twilight Princess Ganon boss fight, this is not. Because that's my favorite version of fighting Ganon, especially the last part when it's just you and Ganon and you're just sword fighting. I thought that was really cool, the music is really cool, the place to fight him is really cool, and it's just, really cool.
Did you know, back in the day, I pre-ordered Twilight Princess, but I never actually picked it up?
Maybe they still got it.
Yeah, they might still have it. Like, I heard that, I remember when that guy pre-ordered StarCraft Ghosts.
Oh, shit.
Yeah!
Did they release that even?
No! They didn't!
Yeah, okay. That doesn't count
But
then.
it's canon, because there's stuff from Ghost in StarCraft 2. Like, Nova, the main character, is in StarCraft 2, so I guess it actually happened.
It happened. You're just gonna have to believe me that it happened.
I gotta believe! I'm sure they turned it into, like, a novel, a tie-in novel or something. But anyway, what have you been playing, Cody?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked, Adam. I have been playing a multitude of fine video entertainment software, including...
Wow!
Yeah, because the Steam Summer Sale happened. Yeah,
The Steam Summer Sale? Oh, jeez.
yeah, I dropped a fair chunk of coin. Normally, like, during the summer, I buy anime or something, but this year I switched it up. I bought video games instead. And the one that I've really been digging is One Finger Death Punch 2. Yes,
There's a 2 now.
There's a 2 now.
Huh.
Yeah, so if you guys are familiar with the old Zio animations from Newgrounds where it's like stick figure kung fu, One Finger Death Punch is basically that, the game. But there's no complicated combos or techniques. There's nothing you have to memorize. It's guys coming at you from the left and guys coming at you from the right. And you press left or you press right and awesome kung fu happens when you do.
And I thought the combat system for the Batman games was really, really easy.
Oh, easy. So, Adam, you got to watch me play some One Finger Death Punch 2. How easy did it look?
Not terribly, and I think it's not necessarily that the game or like the actual fighting mechanics are easy. I think it's not your fingers that you're using to play the game with. It's your brain, because the game throws so much shit at you. And you
You're
have
right,
to, like,
Adam. It's a rhythm game.
Yeah, that's base. Wow, Cody plays rhythm games. Wow, it's like DDR, but for your index finger of your right hand and nothing else.
Oh man, yeah, it's. I really love how they sell it too, because you only have those 2 inputs, but they make them so great. Like everything's a bone crunching kung fu move, and like sometimes there'll be like a dramatic slowdown, and you kick both guys on either side of you in a windmill kick. Or you'll summon like a firestorm and just kill like one entire side of the screen. And the soundtrack's pretty good too. Like it's just high octane action, and it reminds me of Pacific Rim, because like Pacific Rim to me, it's a movie about robots fighting giant monsters. It's anime. Like, that's the show, that's the whole movie is. This is a movie about big robots fighting big-ass monsters. And if that's what you're there for, then you are going to get the best version of that you possibly can. If you're here for the plot, for the music, for, like, exceptional writing, that's not what we have.
I know my uncle and his wife saw that movie, and they're just like, oh, I didn't really like it, I didn't really get it. I'm like, well, it wasn't meant for you. It was meant for guys like me and Cody who are going to watch the movie and then stay at an IHOP until 3 in the morning talking about what our giant robots would have if we had them.
Yes, yeah, and One Finger Death Punch is in that same vein, because it's not about, like ridiculous hand-eye coordination and gameplay. It's like, do you want to be a stick figure doing awesome kung fu? Let's go. It's amazing.
Those are very professionally well done sound effects, Cody. That was really good.
Thank you. So I've been playing that. I dipped my toe into Danganronpa for like an hour.
Which one?
The
first one? Okay,
no,
cool.
I jumped straight into 2, because why would I not start from the beginning?
Did you?
No. I started with the first one. It was the cheapest one.
Okay. Look, Cody, I asked because some people are really stupid, okay?
I should feel attacked that you would have such an opinion of me. But no, I started with the first one. There's a lot of setup, and I'm still in the setup, like nobody's died yet, but it's been interesting.
So everyone's just introducing themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah, we just got to the gym, and like my playtime is close to 2 hours because I've been wandering around and looking at everything, because that's what I do. But I really like how you have a 3D space to walk in, and how the visual novel stuff isn't static. Like, you can look around and, like, there's a 3D environment that sort of moves and gives it some depth. Like, it's not just, a flat picture like it's been for the past 20 years of visual novels. Yeah, so I really enjoy how they try to make it as appealing as possible. So I'll be doing more of that eventually, I'm sure, because I've heard about it from you, I've heard about it from Deldris, and we could probably even have a Danganronpa cast at some point, just talking about the frickin' game.
Yes, we could after you're through with it, and then it will be entirely censored because we can't afford to spoil anyone who's new.
Okay. Here's my thing about that, though. Like, it's like a DVD that comes with commentary. Why the fuck are you listening to the commentary before you watch the movie?
Yeah, like, who the hell does that? Or like, oh wow, I've been super excited for this movie. Ooh, director's commentary. Like, what?
I mean, okay. To be fair, some people are really stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're really getting into it, Cody, because like, it is a good game, and it's really fun. And if I talk more about it, it'll probably spoil something. So I'll just shut up now.
All right. But then also, much to Adam's chagrin, I've been playing KOTOR 2. Now, I only promised to play.
No.
I've only promised to play KOTOR 1 so we can interview Alex Kane for his KOTOR book, but I've been slowly doing KOTOR 2 because I had to shotgun KOTOR 1 to get it done in time. So I've been tastefully sipping KOTOR 2, taking it in like a fine wine. And I finally got out of the Citadel, which is like the first
He went to Citadel Station, but not that Citadel Station, the other one.
Yeah.
Not the Mass Effect one.
And now I'm finally on a planet for the first time. And I got my
so
shit
you just
wrecked.
got out of the tutorial.
More or less.
Yeah. And God, RPGs, man. Like, especially the early 2000s where the 40-hour RPG isn't a meme anymore. They're legit 40-hour RPGs.
Yeah.
Like, no, seriously, the first 12 hours is a tutorial. And somehow, when Final Fantasy 13 did it, everyone got mad. Not that I've played a whole lot of 13, but I
haven't played 13 at all because, like, the world building and the characters, I just looked at that and I said, that looks stupid. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, once you get past the first 13 hours, it's really good, says everybody who likes an RPG after 2000. What I really love about KOTOR 2 so far is just, there's a bants option all the time. Like in KOTOR 1, there was a couple times where you could throw some shade at a character, like Calo Nord is a bounty hunter who follows you on one of the planets. Mm-hmm. And you see this big-ass enemy and you kill it, and then Calo comes to, like, claim the bounty or whatever, and you can actually say, "You came a long way just to die, Calo!" and then you beat the shit out of him. But here in KOTOR 2, almost every dialogue option has a bants option. And originally, when I crash landed on Telos, I landed in not the Arctic region.
Right.
And there were some mercenaries, and they were like, yeah, we and our boys were sent here to stop you from accessing blah-de-blah. And you get to say, you've done a pretty awful job so far.
Yeah, no, the main character in KOTOR 2 is a lot more snarky than the character from KOTOR 1. And there's definitely going to be a lot more of that.
Yeah, I'm going to be answering that every single time. Especially since, like, with the limited head options, I picked the one that's shaved because he looked like he's like a punk ska singer. And his name is Santeria. I don't practice Santeria.
I just use the dark side of the Force.
Oh, boy.
And when I
Can't
cast
believe
Force
they let you
Lightning,
play
I
it.
want to just cast it more.
Can't believe they made a Star Wars game where they let you play as Han Solo. Jeez.
Yeah.
Right.
What took them so long?
Right? Well, if they're going to give me a lightsaber, I got to be somebody.
Well, yeah, when you get done with where you're at in the game right now, finishing up Telos, talk to me and we'll talk about lightsabers. Because when you get the planets that you have to go to, kind of like, your big, Starforge quest, but the KOTOR 2 version, there's the order that the game probably wants you to go, or there's the order that you can do to get a lightsaber earlier. So what's more important to you?
Let's see.
Because the planet that you get the lightsaber from, it's doable. If you do it first, it's just by far the longest one of the four.
Oh, man.
It's not as bad as Manon, but a lot of shit happens.
What's more important to you, Cody? Saving the world and the universe that resides in it, or a lightsaber?
Well, I mean, thankfully, you can do both while getting the lightsaber.
Ooh, shiny stick!
Yeah.
Oh man, what was I gonna say? Shit, KOTOR 2, I was gonna say something about KOTOR 2, but I forgot.
We haven't had breakfast yet, so I think that's probably what we're gonna go do.
Yeah. We haven't had lightsabers yet, so...
Yeah. Lightsabers? Lightsavers.
Light lunch.
Light lunch. No, brunch. We're going to brunch.
We're doing brunch!
When I was a kid, I always confused those two for some reason. I don't know why. They're nothing alike.
It's a lifesaver. Quick, throw the lifesaver. Catch it.
Man.
Throw it at the water. Kills everybody.
And there's the candy, too, that's called a lightsaber.
Lifesaver,
Man.
yeah.
Those three confused me all the time. Can you imagine opening a package of candy and then, like, flicking it at someone and cutting him in half?
Pew.
Oh no, I'm cauterized!
Like, oh no, I've been impaled again.
It's over, Anakin. I just bought a bag of wintergreen.
You underestimate my flavor. Speaking of food-related jokes, I remember when I bought you Shogun 2 Total War because it was on sale. And I think the message I sent with you says, prove the strength of your teriyaki. And when I did multiplayer, you can bring customized units into battle, like units that get experience. And I think that's what I did. I think the teriyaki spearmen and the yakisoba archers and the and the edamame cavalry, you know, or the swordsmen of ramen.
That's great. Oh my gosh. We shall use our yakisoba archers.
Yes. And reminds me next time, I should play my D&T character, Toyota Nokia, again. My stand-up comic samurai.
Yeah, there was a lot of mutual inspiration between Toyota Nokia. I think Toyota Nokia was the original prototype for Kenji in Defeat the Darkness.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And then you changed his name because apparently we were worried about... Was it copyright, or was it because we were worried that somebody was going to be offended?
We worried a lot about people being offended, but also Nokia was in Transformers.
Oh. God damn it. Fuck you,
Wow.
Michael Bay.
Yeah, like one of the officers goes, Nokia phones. Strong like the samurai. And then...
Aren't they Finnish?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now. God damn it.
They still kind of have the copyright.
Michael Bay!
Yeah, fuck you, Michael Bay.
Yeah. The only crowning achievement he's ever done is, like, making... Who was that old guy? We used to have this joke among my friends who watched one of the Transformer movies, like... Who was that old ancestor of the guy?
Yes, the old ancestor of the guy. And Abraham begot Isaac and Ishmael, who begat Joey, who
begat Sam Witwicky.
Yeah. The guy who narrated that. Who was he? The actor.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh god. It's not like Anthony Hopkins, is it?
Oh, Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, that's right. There was a scene in that movie where it's not intentional because, like, it was supposed to be clear that he was blown up and, like, on the ground and able to talk for, like, a while, giving his dying wishes or whatever.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. The way that happened was like, okay, he was shot at, so the ground blew up, right? So we got a moment of Anthony Hopkins spinning midair like a fidget spinner. So me among my friends were like, old man fidget spinner. And it drives one of my friends fucking crazy. She has so much respect for Anthony Hopkins, and the moment I mentioned old man fidget spinner and she reacted to it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to capitalize on this forever.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I remember Anthony Hopkins from, I wasn't old enough to, like, watch Silence of the Lambs or anything like that, but in Thor the Dark World, he's played Odin in the Thor movies, and this is how I knew the Dark World was a piece of crap while watching it. So the writers did their job, because they were still trying to do, like, that kind of, like, epic narrative sort of thing for Thor, you know, they didn't make it funny yet. So Anthony Hopkins has all this wonderful, flowery exposition he's supposed to give me, and instead of giving it, a trained actor, where he's like, Thor, destiny, blah, 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 and then the rights of our ancestors, blah, blah, blah. Like, the words coming out of his mouth are really good words, but he's delivering it like he's drunk and he just woke up and he doesn't give a shit.
Well,
maybe that's just how
If I was
Norse
in the
gods
MCU,
be.
that's how I would wake up every day.
Maybe that's just how Norse gods be.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've been kind of done and over the MCU for a really long time, and I'm sure they're good movies. I just don't care anymore. My issue is that I saw Batman v Superman, and I actually really liked Batman v Superman. I know that makes me the devil or something to most people, but I had a good time watching Batman v Superman. And then after hearing all the shit laid at Batman v Superman and how everyone loved Civil War, I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. Fuck y'all. Keep your stupid movies about guys in costumes punching each other in the face and talking about destiny and shit.
I can forgive someone liking Batman v Superman. Did you like Suicide Squad, though?
I don't know.
This is very important for your future.
There are things about Suicide Squad that I thought were okay, but there are some things about Suicide Squad I'm like, it's not. I don't know. I feel like Suicide Squad needed a couple more rewrites for it to be really good. It's okay. Like, I could watch it and not die, but
but the thing about Suicide Squad, the people who did the trailer ended up recutting the movie, so it wasn't even the final product is not representative of the director's vision. And
yes,
and a movie is written 3 times. It's written by the writer, it's written by the director, and it's written by the editing team.
Yeah, I feel like the editing team was the one that failed Suicide Squad, because I feel like they've probably filmed a lot more scenes to have it make more sense, and then the editors are like, okay, we're going to cut this, and this out, so we can sell it later as a Blu-ray for everyone to buy.
Well, I mean, the trailer looked really, really good.
Yeah,
but that's
trailers should do, because I remember being like, oh, you can't judge a movie based off the trailer. Yes! That's what trailers are for! That's why they make them!
Oh my god.
Trailers are supposed to be so that you know if the movie is for you or not. That's kind of why I hate all horror movies, because I have not found a horror movie with a really good trailer that fits me, because I'm scared shitless all the time.
Well, it's not your genre, dude. You want an
Well, yeah, but there are some exceptions where there are horror movies that are actually kind of intriguing. Maybe I'll actually consider watching this if I wasn't such a baby. But
so your homework for next podcast is to track down and watch a movie called The Thing by John Carpenter.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Have you heard of this thing, Robyn?
Isn't that from the 80s or so?
Yes.
Don't tell me they made a new one.
They did, but it sucks. Don't even bother. It's a prequel,
okay.
And it's kind of shit. But watch the original. The reason why it's so well beloved is it really pioneers the use of practical effects on film.
Was it so bad it's good, or
no,
it's just
it's
honestly
brilliant.
good?
It's honest. It's one of the best special effects films you will ever see. And being in the 80s, they didn't have CG, so all of the stuff for the movie, all the creature effects, all the monsters and everything, were done with animatronics and stuff they could do on camera. And of course, something that no one ever really talks about in film is the lighting. If you saw the whole monster in the thing in full light, it wouldn't look scary. So they don't show the whole thing. They keep it in shadows, and you see just glimpses of it, and it looks amazing. And that's where the prequel, air quotes, totally fell on its face, because the script is really bad, and it has its own problems with that. But at least they originally had planned to go the same route with the special effects, to keep it all practical effects, and to keep it, dark and not very well lit. And then the studio came in and said, okay, we're going to re-edit the movie, but we're going to cover all of your special effects with CG. Because that's what people want to see, apparently. Except no, they didn't, because this movie died horribly at the box office.
Oh, boy.
Also, along with that, Robyn, not only is it the special effects, but, the actors are good, because Kurt Russell's always good. And the writing stands up, too, because it's a mystery.
Yeah, it is an Agatha Christie movie, but the killer is a monster.
Yeah, and you don't know who did it at the end.
Yeah.
You literally don't. They leave you on this massive cliff. I guess it's not technically a cliffhanger.
Kind of, yeah.
But like Robyn, you still won't know at the end. But you'll be really like thinking about it, and it's engaging. It's really
because the way the monster works is that it's an alien parasite, and what it does is that when it kills someone, it makes a copy of them. And
okay.
So you have
I must have been thinking of a different older horror movie.
This movie it takes place in the Arctic, and it's these 12 dudes in this Arctic facility, and they already don't like each other. They all start to panic because they don't know which one of them is themselves and which one of them is the horrible mutant parasite that wants to kill people. And they envision some really creative ways to sort of suss out who the thing is from all the normal people. And there are some really good fan theories about, you can tell looking at one of the characters that they're the thing because they don't have a gleam in their eyes or stuff like that. And it's really interesting to watch. And you sort of like get your own timeline in your head of like, if this person was in here when this was going on, then they can't be the thing. You start to do stuff like that. So I really recommend it.
So kind of like the Danganronpa fandom then. I guess.
Adam is looking at me.
I forgot. I'm the only one here who actually played through the first game, so never mind.
Adam just gave me this look because I played it for 2 hours. I haven't even gotten to the part where people die yet. I'm the most qualified person in the room to talk about that.
when there's only 2 fucking people in the room, and one of these people hasn't played the game in question.
I'll just assume it. Since you're saying it's more like a mystery rather than straight up horror.
I mean, it has some horror elements in it.
Interesting enough. Yeah, as long as it's not straight up, boo, I came out of the closet to randomly attack people for no reason.
Well, people get randomly attacked, but the reason is he wants another body after they suss out the old one.
Yeah. Like, if you don't want to watch the whole movie, just YouTube clips of this thing online. I know I watched it the first time with my dad, and he told me that there's a part where something like really horrible and disgusting happens, and one of the characters says, "You gotta be fucking kidding." And my dad turned to me and said, "I watched this movie in theaters." And I said that about the same time he did. I'm like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah, so Robyn, that's your homework is find a copy of the thing and then report back. And we can talk about it during Danganronpa. And then when Deldris is there, he can go like, wait, what's the thing? And then we can both bully him into watching it.
I mean, I imagine he already watched it, though.
No, he's even more of a... No.
It sounds like someone we know.
This is a baby competition now, is it?
Yeah. Who's the biggest shut-in?
Who's the biggest coward now?
No, our friend already won that years and years ago.
Oh yeah, the duck.
Our good friend Bosco the duck.
Duck.
Yeah.
He is the biggest wuss when it comes to horror movies. He couldn't play BioShock. Because he was scared. That's hilarious.
Oh man, so I had him play Amnesia the Dark Descent with me around the time it came out. And I stopped playing Amnesia because I thought it was boring and the sanity meter doesn't come back for anything. Mm-hmm. But I had him play it. And the first, if you're playing normally, the first 45 minutes or so, it doesn't have any enemies. It's just you walking around with jump scares and spooky sound effects and lots of white noise pumped into your ears. And once you notice the white noise, it gets really annoying and it gets even harder to play.
Right.
But there's a point where you do some stuff. It's been about 20, 30 minutes, and it throws a really weird sound effect at you. Now, having played it, you still don't see an enemy for another 15 minutes. But this sound effect is brand new and really creepy, includes you in oh shit, something's about to happen. Bosco heard the sound effect and closed the game. Could not convince him to turn it back on, no matter what I said, has not played it since.
Oh boy.
That might be the next game that I play for around October time, because I don't have Amnesia the Dark Descent, but I have Alien Isolation, and that's close enough.
Ooh, boy.
Robyn, what do you do around Halloween?
Oh boy, Halloween, man. All the candy that I don't buy for myself. All the kids that I don't give candy to. Oh geez, what are the options, man? I don't know, man.
See, it's my wife's birthday
Halloween.
And I have 2 black cats, so I always have to be doing something on Halloween. Although this Halloween I'm going to Disneyland. We're saying it's for my wife's birthday, and it is, but I also really want to go to Star Wars Land. Because I'm going to be that guy, that 30-year-old guy in Star Wars land who just spent $200 to build his own lightsaber, and he's going to be, like, crying. That's going to be me. I'm just telling you, I will have no shame, and I don't care.
I didn't even know they have a Star Wars land already.
Oh, buddy. Man, they do. And it looks amazing, and there's a place where you can build your own lightsaber. It's $200, but you can customize it. There's a ceremony with it, and it's super, like, in-universe, and I'm like, I can't even.
Sounds fun. Let me know when they start making, like, Marvel World or Kingdom Hearts World.
Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts World.
Kingdom Hearts World, it'd be so confusing.
What I would pay to be the Squall cosplayer. Whatever.
I would just walk around going Kingdom Hearts Land going, this is amazing. I have no idea what's going on. Which is what I say whenever I play.
Just wear something black and yell Keyblade at everyone you see.
You need to have wear something black, and it has to have about 1 million buckles on it.
Yeah, and yell Keyblade at whoever's passing by.
Yep.
That's my opinion of Kingdom Hearts. Like I've had so many people, especially Deldris, try and make sense of Kingdom Hearts for me, and I love and respect the work they put in, but all I can really say is whatever.
Did I ever show you, there's a video of this guy, and he spends, I don't remember how long it is, but he basically tries to summarize the plot of the Kingdom Hearts series as best he can, and he does it really succinctly and really funny, there's even some parts where he's like, look, I don't even know how this happened. The wiki even says, somehow this happened. Like, what?
When Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, like, a bunch of people have done that. My favorites are Barry Kramer and Just a Pancake. Yeah, Just a Pancake's one of the better ones.
Yeah, he's like, okay, we're gonna dive into this. Mickey, take the wheel.
Oh, boy.
It reminds me of Disgaea in the sense that it's masochism, but it's not like level grinding masochism. It's plot masochism. You have no idea what's going on, and then you go to the next world and nothing is explained, but new things happen, and they go, you have no idea what's going on!
Yeah, I summarize Kingdom Hearts. It's like one of those, like, Lovecraftian eldritch mysteries where the more you understand, the more insane you become. And by the end, you're just like this destroyed shell of a human being just waiting for the sweet embrace of death.
I still like people trying to explain Kingdom Hearts 3, like, I am totally not a bad guy, trust me. Okay, I believe you.
Okay,
and shit like, and shit like, we're totally going to team up and take on the darkness. Die to darkness. But, oh, I guess we're dead. No, you're not dead. This is a Disney game. Of course you're not dead. Oh, I guess we're alive now.
Yay!
What?
I have to finish that too, because I got Kingdom Hearts 3, I started playing it, and I just need to, like, put my nose down and just finish it.
Did you play the previous games?
Yes. I actually beat Kingdom Hearts 2, and I got into the last boss in Kingdom Hearts 1.
So you played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2?
Yes. I know there's some other ones, but I don't care about that.
I guess you won't understand who, like, the other half of the cast is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have the HD collection, which is literally just all of the games, and whatever games they couldn't put onto the disc, they just turned into long movies for you to watch instead. Yeah, they did that with two of the games. Like, there's 6 or 7 games on this PS4 disc, and 2 of them are just movies.
To be fair, there's a good reason for that. One of them was a replay of the first game, and another one was, like, really bad.
Yeah, one of them was, like, for the GBA, basically.
Chain of Memories?
Yeah.
Chain of Memories was good, though.
I think Chain of Memories is literally just a cinematic.
Chain of Memories was good. The other thing with Namine was bad. It's like, Namine, please don't write in Sora's diary. The whole game is about writing in Sora's diary! Fucking god damn it.
Oh my gosh. Alright, I think that about wraps it up, unless you have anything else you'd like to add, Robyn.
Disgaea 5's great, though. It is.
Okay, moving on. Disgaea 5, it's great.
It just is, man. Come on. Give it a try if you like big numbers that go up. It's not a clicker game, although it kinda is, but also not. Shrug.
Right, technically I play a clicker game because you either click left mouse or right mouse. Adam, any last words on your games?
Bibbidi boppity, give me all your property.
Alright, and with that, thank you all for listening to the RPGMG podcast Gamer Update. This is Cody. We'll see y'all next time.
See ya. Bye-bye.
This is Blue Sky Robyn. Again, not outroed correctly. Fucking goddamn it.
Well, then we'll have Adam do it, because Adam forgot to say this is Adam.
This is Adam. Okay, bye-bye. See you later.
We'll end it here.
Is that good?
Do it clean. Do it clean.
Yes. With me interrupting you.
And it's not clean. This is Adam. Along with the other 2 people on this podcast. We'll see you next time.
Kingdom Hearts!
Alright, and scene. Woo! Dude, I take a fucking
Wow, what a shit show. We are so out of practice.
I know, right?